Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. So, right now, I wanted to randomly rank Beyonce's Grammy performances. Now, I believe I got all of them um, from my memory. She performed a lot, but not too many to that I couldn't keep up with. Now, first, there were what you're seeing on the screen is my list before I watched them because I wanted to watch them and then have a different opinion, which completely changed. But let me just say, first we have Destiny's Child. I don't know if you can see. Hold on, let me should bring the light up a little bit. The Destiny's Child was like the first one, I believe. I'm not missing one, am I? I feel like I'm missing one, but I'm not really sure. I'm like 99% sure that I got them all. Destiny's Child, Say My Name / Independent Women. Then we have the Prince performance. Then we have the Dangerously in Love performance. We have the Listen performance. We have the If I Were a Boy / You Ought to Know performance. We have the Tina Turner Proud Mary performance. We have the Drunken Love performance. We have the Precious Lord performance. And we have the Love Drought / Sandcastles performance. I think I got all of them for sure. Because like each era, she kind of didn't perform. The only era that was just like a slight random moment was the Precious Lord one. So on here, here's my list of songs. Now, there are 9 performances. I really couldn't choose the top one. I really tried to choose the top one. In the end, I did choose the top one. But before watching it, wait, let me just go up we're going to start at the bottom first. Drunken Love. I remember not watching that performance. I think this is like my third, at the most, second time watching it because I was not impressed. It was so, the wet hair was throwing me off. The chair was like, what? It was like a light show. It was kind of interesting after watching it, but before then, yeah, I still wasn't feeling it. If I Were a Boy, I think some of the bottom 2 choices were just like, these songs, I'm just sick of these freaking songs. Because certain songs you just like played over and over. Even though I love you, If I Were a Boy, the You Ought to Know was just like, ugh. Because I think she did it, like I said last time, I think she did it in Glastonbury. And I was just like, oh my God, I'm live, right? Dangerously in Love, I'm just like over Dangerously in Love. I was like, I can't believe she performed that at the show, the award show. What in the world is wrong with her? Then we go to this is like off of my memory. Tina Turner and the Proud Mary. I was like, it was pretty good based off like the song choice, the singer. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Then we get to Say My Name, Independent Woman. I love that. That was really a good staple performance from my recollection at the time. Listen, now we're getting to like the good shit, the good stuff. Listen, her and a mic, the rose. It's just her singing, and I just like, oh my God. To me, it's just very powerful. Simplicity, which I think Drunken Love was trying to give, but it didn't. It was simple and it got to the point and it showed her talent, which is singing. Precious Lord, that one is like a staple. Okay, these are the top 3. Any of these could really be switched out from number 1, number 2, number 3. Precious Lord, That's why I had a hard time. Precious Lord, that growl, and then the growl into the, I guess you call it the riff at the end. Like, it's so piercing. It's so moving. It's so. God, I can't. Love Drought and Sandcastles. I love that performance. I love those songs. Well, I really love Love Drought. Um, and actually, I have a different perspective on it now. And then we have The Prince and the Crazy in Love. I just like remember watching that over and over, especially at work like a couple of months ago. Listen to it over and over and over. Meticulous. It's not meticulous. It's like it's perfectly put together. And it still is like a reason why I have it at the top of the list. So then I watched them. Hold on, let me see if I can take a photo. Okay, so then I watched them, and my perspective completely changed. By the way, this is the Dare Show podcast where I talk music and a whole bunch of other stuff. I just clicked something. And right now, I'm talking Beyonce because I love going down memory lane. She's such an important talent to my being, to my life. I just want to celebrate her. But here we go. So let me go back to. Okay, so this is my final list. At the bottom, Drunken Love. Now, for some reason, Drunken Love and the Tina one, they're not like HD. Well, say my name too. They're not like HD from CBS uploaded to YouTube. And I can see why. So watching it, first of all, it's like 90% lip sync, I think. Gotta be. The wet hair is throwing me off. The outfit was kind of cute. If you click on the first one that shows up, it's the rehearsal, and you could definitely tell that it's lip sync because she's like contorting and doing all this. I'm like, girl, you gotta be out of breath at some point. But anyways, she's just like on the chair, the lights, the blue and red light. I'm just like, girl, this is like a lot. And there's like no band. Now, the one thing that I really took away from watching all 9 of these performances was that certain points are live and some points are not. But Beyonce is so much better when she's live. It doesn't have to be a ballad. It doesn't have to be an up tempo. She's just so much better live when her she's giving straight vocals. So Drunken Love, not my favorite performance. And at the time, I did not like Drunken Love. So I was just like, why is she singing this song? It was kind of boring. Yeah. It was boring. The light show, it was a cute light show. It was cute. I'm not going to downplay the light show. It was a cute light show. Her in the chair. And then Jay-Z gets on stage. Well, she missed the cue and the mic was not near her mouth when the vocals were singing. Oh, girl. Then Jay-Z gets on stage, and I'm like, oh no. They're, in my opinion, they have very awkward moments together on stage. It's not like a seamless, rehearsed type thing. I think that's probably what it is. It doesn't seem rehearsed. It's probably not a lot of rehearsal with him and her. They're just maybe slightly winging it, and they just have cues to hit. But they're just like really awkward. And another reason why I think that could be awkward, I feel like maybe they've tried to hide their relationship for so long, and there it might be a little bit different it might be different to show affection in public at your job, in a sense, when you've been hiding your relationship for so long or being very discreet about your relationship. So it might be a little difficult to translate the love in at your job. So yeah. But when he gets on stage, it's like awkward. He always does this like standing not so close to her, but standing. It's just like this weird situation, and he's like not touching her butt, or maybe it's like the TV. Maybe that was what it was, like TV. There was a lot of censoring, a lot of like bleeping. I was like, oh my God. Yeah, that's what I remember. Because I'm like, what is she saying? And all she was saying was hell. I'm like, you can't say hell on TV. But anyways, um, I would give that performance like a 3 out of 10. The wet hair I hated. It was just like, and then the end, they're just standing there. She's like groping him, not groping in a bad way, but like touching on him. And I was just like, oh God, this is horrible. Okay, so that's number 9 on the list. Number 8 completely changed my opinion. Now, you know what happened? If I Were a Boy changed my opinion. No, wait. Yeah, If I Were a Boy changed my opinion a lot. Because as we see, If I Were a Boy was number like 8. Number 8 is the Tina Turner Proud Mary situation. I remember recording this on my phone, playing this over and over. I think I had like a Motorola. This is what, like 2007. And the thing was, Beyonce was, Tina was promoting her going on her 50th anniversary tour. And Beyonce was, ushering her in or whatever, giving like the splash. The one thing I really love about this performance is that intro where her in the emerald green and black suit, and she's talking about all these ladies. She's talking about like her inspirations and what she needed to be successful, and giving like homage to Diana Ross and Janet and Donna Summers, Aretha, all these Chaka Khan, all these people that have came before her. It was one thing Beyonce gonna know. One thing I know, and one thing Beyonce and Tyra are gonna do. They're gonna give you a reference about some singer or influence. Like they know their homework. Because I've been reading or listening to Tyra's book. It's basically a biography. I don't know why she just doesn't say it was a biography, because it's basically a biography with her mother in it. Her mother's hilarious. But side note, that was a side note. Going back to Tina Turner. I love that part. To the left, the deja vu and the good chair moment. The hair was really, really, really good. Like it was a perfect intro. And I don't think, and then we get into Tina. She did What's Love Got to Do with It, right? And then we get into Proud Mary. It's just simple. But the only thing is that really like made me lower this performance was Sasha comes out, and Beyonce steps on Tina Turner's foot, and she said, ow! She screamed, like, what the fuck? And they were supposed to do the ending Proud Mary choreography. Tina could not even finish. I didn't even realize that. Tina couldn't even finish. So that really was like, oh, womp womp. This performance. Go down on the list. But other than that, simple vocals, really great vocals. It's a really good performance. Okay. So then this is where things start getting a little interesting. So I'm in my car going to Taco Bell to get one of them Cinnabites that I was just eating. And I'm like, let me continue. Let me just listen to this because I want to watch the performance, listen to it, really take every performance in so I can make a really good decision. And I'm listening to Dangerously in Love, and oh my goodness, that lady was singing her heart out. She was going in, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, I've seen this before, but it's not like a go-to because I kind of don't really. I'm not really into like early Beyonce, solo Beyonce like that. Every now and then I'll get like let me go watch, whatever, and I'll go watch it. But other than that, I like a B day no, not even a B day, like 2005 and forward Beyonce, where her voice is very much more developed than it was. Dangerously in Love was a really, really great performance. The slightly a cappella intro, and then we get a cappella at the end, the crescendo of the whole situation. I mean, she's like singing her heart out. She's giving like 100,000%. Like she's really, really, really going in. The dove, the dancers, them stopping, and she's just sitting there with a spotlight on her, just singing. Like it was such a beautiful performance and put together situation. I really had to like give it its kudos. It's low on the list because there are better performances, but this is a really, really great performance. So next we have the Destiny's Child, Independent Woman, Say My Name. Really great performance. It starts off like lip sync a little bit, but then we get into Say My Name. We get the acapella. I'm sorry, let me start it for the beginning. We get the acapella, Independent Woman, Bridge, Child of Destiny, Beauty is whatever. No one can scare me. Beautiful Michelle, Kelly, Beyonce, vocals. By the way, Destiny Child is out here singing to everybody at their birthday party, but we can't even get a freaking picture of the three of them. Like, what is really good? Like, Tina just said she was serenaded by Destiny's Child at her birthday party. Tim, Kelly's husband, just there was like not a rumor, I guess a rumor at this point, but it was like posted on some magazine site that Destiny Child serenaded him singing happy birthday, which I don't doubt. Like that part, there's a lot of things that are like rumors and funny and crazy, but that is something I 99% believe because of the whole like situation. Tim is like has known Michelle, or they're like kind of related or something like that, and she had been introduced Kelly to sing. Like it's a whole family affair with Kelly, Michelle, Beyonce, and Tim. So I'm like, yeah, I kind of believe that. So anyways, they do the Independent Woman. I love Independent Woman. Such a great song. I think the song choice was really great. The performance itself as a whole was like an 8 out of 10 because there was a lot going on. Then we get like, they play the little video and they're talking, and then Beyonce comes out and Kelly comes out and Michelle is doing, like, she comes out a little bit later. The hats, it's just like, what's going on here? And then Beyonce, she just comes in and she just belts out and runs and riffs all this, her thing, probably like the best Say My Name ad libs. Probably, yeah, I would have to say that. They do the little jig, they do the little Say My Name jig. I think it was a really great performance. Better than Dangerously in Love, but not better than Dangerously in Love, if that makes sense. So then we go into Listen. Like I said, Listen starts off a little a cappella. It was like a different interpretation. And that's the other thing, because she's live, and some of the, like, that's another thing that's so special about her, because she will give you she will automatically give you a different interpretation of a song or a different version of the song. We start off a cappella a little bit. She's, you know, just singing the melody, singing it beautifully. And then we get into the bridge. She's bouncing out the bridge. We get that growl. She's walking down the stairs. And then she switches it up with the, I don't like, well, so I want to know where some of these like little switch ups come from, or these little breaks come from. I wonder, wait, what is it? I don't know what you came to me. Follow the voice that you gave to me. And she sings that part again, and she's like growling, and then she instantly turns into like this like octave, and the woo, like it's so beautiful. And it's live. Yeah, there are like a little bit of like hiccups in the vocals, but still it's live, and it's so beautiful. And you know what? So at times, this performance, it really like, she looked like she was like her childlike self singing, and those, you know, those pageants or whatever she was those videos that we have of her singing as a kid. They really reminded me of like that. Not that I was there, but like they became similar. Really great performance. Really, really, really great performance, especially at that time. Very unexpected, you know. B-Day, I'm sure she was like, the movie was popping a little bit at the time. Um, but B-Day, you know, this high energy album, this up-tempo album with just Resentment on it, and then ended up being just Resentment and Listen on it. Very, very interesting. If I Were a Boy changed my life. It brought back thousands of memories of why I love this performance. It brought back the it. See, now I'm like, damn. Before I came on here, I was like, if I were a boy, is it better than Precious Lord? That's how much this performance brought, like, changed the trajectory of. Where was I, if I were a boy? It was like number 2. It was number 8. And the only reason why is because of that You Ought to Know. I keep saying that over and over. It's just so, I'm over it. But here it made sense. It did make the performance a little bit longer than I probably cared for. But also, this was such a random moment, because this is what, like 2009? If Our Boy's been out for like over a year. I don't think it was nominated for a Grammy. It's a really important song in her catalog, vocally, message wise, and she gets to play a little bit with it. Okay, so she comes out from the back, walking down the audience, walking down the pews, whatever, I don't know. And she's in these high ass heels, and it's an army of men behind her, and like modern army clothing. I forgot. I think it was La Regla, whatever. I don't know. And then all of a sudden, she's like running in these hills, running up the stairs in these hills. And it's like, what is she doing? And she's running up the stairs, and then she goes and she's like hitting her cue. And like, this performance is so precise. It really is like, it's better than the drunk performance, because just because the drunk performance is stripped down doesn't make it better. And just because this performance, the If I Were a Boy performance, is a little bit more choreographed, a lot more going on, the band, the dancers, or the army of men, the gimmick with the guy in the audience. Not gimmick, but like, she playing, going back to her little nostalgic ways with like the me, myself, and I situation that we saw. But anyways, this performance doesn't make it any better than, I mean, it makes it better than Drunken Love, not because it's Drunken Love is stripped down and this has more going on. This one is, it's just like, it feels more raw. It feels more free. She starts the song off with like this ad lib. I would snatch you out that fire. If I were a boy, I'd be a better man. I'd snatch you out that fire. I'd do something with your hand. I would love you. Only in the midnight hour. I sure know give you some good love. Don't need a boy, I need a man. Like, it gives a whole different perspective on the song. She's like giving these ad libs, well, not ad libs, this like extra insertion to the song that I'm like, who sung this? Did you make this up? Like, I need answers. I'm sure she made it up because I think I've tried to like look up the lyrics before. Because I'm like, is this a cover? Like, what's going on? It's just so, it's raw, it's fun. The stage turns red when she goes into the Alanis Morissette song. And then she like walking down the stairs, she almost trips and falls again, but she saves it. The vocals are still fresh. She's running down the aisle again, and it goes on to the next stage, and she ends the song there. The hair is messy. It's just like, this is the good shit. This is a good ass performance. And I was like, oh my God, I forgot about this performance. This is one of the best performances. Like, it could be better than Precious Lord, which will bring it into the top three, because my top three are definitely Precious Lord, Love Drought, and Crazy in Love. Now, I watched this out of order. Prince and Crazy in Love. Let me tell you why it's number one. And it's not because it's Prince. It's because it's with Prince. I don't know why I just said that. It's probably the same thing. The Prince song, this was such a hot fucking performance. They're singing old Prince. I mean, they're singing Prince's music. The integration of Crazy in Love, the dancing, her energy, her still in the mic, her going to church at the end, the riffs, the runs, the holding the note, the high note at the end. He's playing the guitar, the different like breaks into it. Oh my God, this is her best performance, I think. I don't know. Okay, this is her best performance. The look at the end. Are we gonna let the elevator break us down? Oh no, let's go. The tambourine that she was playing but not playing because it was kind of backwards. The microphone flipping, flopping, but it's still like this high energy performance, the excitement. This is like a staple Beyonce performance. And the fact that they like rehearsed allegedly, or they rehearsed like, I don't know, like 5 minutes a day or whatever together or something like that. Hilarious, crazy. Oh, the look at the end. Don't hate us because we fabulous. Wow. Number one, definitely. What did they do? They did Purple Rain, 19, no, not 19. Are we going with the other? Oh no, let's go. Go Crazy. Let's Go Crazy. A Little Crazy in Love. I think that was it. But it sounded like another song in there. But I think that was it. And then, they're doing the like they didn't even need to do the whole song. Just do that part. Do the uh-oh. And continue on. Like, it's so perfect. This was perfect. Okay. Love Drought / Sandcastles. I loved this performance because she didn't sing Love Drought ever. I think that was the only song she didn't sing off of that album, which is unfortunate, but whatever. Maybe, we'll get it. But the real reason why I love this performance is because these Beyonce live, you never know what you're gonna get, especially vocally, because she ends up singing Love Drought, and she's singing these random ass ad libs, these in this like key of heaven, just pouring out. Also, not to mention the video before, but that's not my favorite part. My favorite part is definitely Love Drought, and then the vocal. Really, it's really the vocals, because then we get into Sandcastles. It's a, the song is stripped down, and she's just sitting there pregnant, singing this beautiful ass song. It's just like her voice is just soulful. It's so soulful, and it's coming out, and it really wrapped up the Lemonade era. Because at this point, we've gotten Formation, we gotten Sorry, we got this, big MTV performance, we got Daddy Lessons, and then we get Love Drought and Sandcastle, which really, for like it and she's pregnant. I think the pregnancy really wraps up the Formation era, the healing, the story of Lemonade. Which, all in all, is like other beautiful moment. Precious Lord, the men in white, the dark skinned, beautiful men in white, the white suits, her in the white dress, simple hair, simple makeup, them standing in like, I was gonna say a cross, but I think it's just like an X. Now I have to say they're both great, but vocally the rehearsal is so much better in my opinion. She chose the live version. I mean, the Grammy for performance version. She chose some vocals. I was like, but it still was such a powerful moment. I think it was just like the police brutality was at an all-time high with the black men in America, and I believe that's the reason why she performed. I don't know why she performed or how that came about. I don't remember. But I'm very glad that she did, because it's definitely a vocal showcase, talent showcase of I just need a mic and a live mic and turn the camera on. Let's go. Like, it's definitely such a wonderful thing that I love about Beyonce. That she can sing a ballad, and then we can also get the crazy and loud. That's the duality of this lady. We can get a ballad with great vocals, and we can also get an up tempo song with really great vocals, with the guitar glaring and the drums and the bungalows, whatever else, and we can just get a simple guitar and some drums. And her singing her heart out and pouring out and being the vessel that she is of this message of hope. And yeah, I love it. It's a powerful performance. But what are you guys? Please let me know what are your favorite Beyonce. They're all okay, despite the Drunken Love. They're all probably now like a favorite. Like, I really love Dangerously in Love. So My Name, Independent Woman, always been a favorite. Listen has always been a favorite. If I Were a Boy, because of the song choices, I was like, because you ought to know. I'm not gonna say the song choice because it was such a random song. Like I keep saying, like I don't know why she performed If I Were a Boy. There's so many questions that I have that I would love to have a conversation with this lady about, but she's locked away in Malibu. This is the Dare Show podcast. Thank you so much for listening. Um, Leave a comment below. I really want to know what are your rankings. What are your favorite? What are your least favorites? You can find me on Instagram at myloveminey tonight. Other than that, I got